Hey everybody, what's going on? Alan here. Welcome to Gibson's Messy Garage and Speed Shop. Today is a very special video for me. I have a shout out for YesWelder here. I guess you call it a sponsor video, but I told them I'm still gonna give an honest review. They've seen my videos. They actually complimented me on the last review I did of their plasma cutter when I talked about how the instructions were kind of crappy, basically. I don't remember exactly what I said, but they're like, thank you, we'll relay that to the proper department, and we'll see if we can get those directions better. So that's cool, they're not mad. And in fact, they sent me something here that's brand new to the market, brand spanking new. You might be thinking, well, wait a minute, I have a Flux 135, I see those, that's not new. Wrong-o. Pro. Right there. What does the Pro mean? Well, it's got an updated control panel. It's got a nice LED screen on it, and the insides I think are pretty much the same. This is due to go on sale at the usual spots. Amazon is probably the main one, I think. It's sometime in the middle of March for around 140 bucks, 139.99. Only, I think that's only like 15-20 bucks more than the not Pro. It's amazing. I've never, I'm just excited to have this opportunity to show you guys, be one of the first to show you guys what's going on with this thing. So let's just break right into it. They really want to show the unboxing, and if it's anything like the plasma cutter, I'm sure it's going to be packaged in there just fine. Now, the manufacturer is in China, but they do have three, I believe it's 3 places here in the States, like 3 warehouses or distributors here in the States that should have everything you need. So shipping, I mean, this only took like 2 days to get here, which is normal for everything, right? 2 days, can't be mad about that. So let's see here. First things first, the directions. We'll look at those in a minute. Looks like there's some extra MIG welding tips in there. This is a 3-in-1. This does MIG, TIG, and stick. So we've got a lot of pieces here. That's a ground wire. Oh no, there's the clamp for the stick. Now I recognize it, of course. Yeah, now that's the clamp for the stick. That feels nice and strong. We'll open all these up and check them out separately. Here's the MIG welding gun. Got a nice copper tip on there. I needed a new MIG welder anyways. Oh, this thread's on. See, my Hobart just pushes on and off, and it can get kind of loose and like sideways even, and it's I hate it. So this is really nice to have this thread on. And boom, there's the meat and potatoes right there. That's a small, this is not heavy. This can be portable if you've got, 110. So we don't need 220. It wasn't wrapped in any kind of styrofoam, but it is a very thick box, and mine showed up all right. No damage to the box or to the products inside the box, so that's probably good enough. Here is what's new about the Flux 135. This is what makes it a Pro. This has a new digital screen that's supposed to make life a lot easier operating this thing, apparently. So I really like the portable idea on this thing, for you guys that can carry a generator around. Maybe you're like a pre-runner chase car, and you got to have something on here. Well, I imagine it's probably strong enough to cover anything on any cars. We'll get into seeing how thick of stuff this can weld in just a second. Ooh, there's the inside of it. Clean as a whistle. Doesn't come with any wire yet. See how easy it is to connect. All these connections, I think, are obviously pretty self-explanatory, right? They're color-coded, it looks like. Or at least one is. That's gonna go there, maybe. I hate assuming on camera. I'm almost always wrong. So it almost looks like, yeah, these could really slide into any one of the 3 of these. So we are gonna have to look in the directions and make sure what goes where. This says negative. Okay, if I bend down here, I can see it now. This is negative, so that's a ground, right? This one's positive, it's red. And this one is for the MIG gun. All right, let's check out this gun a little closer up. And we got the MIG gun, and now we got the stick welder. No, this is the ground clamp. I already opened the stick welder clamp. Oh, look at that. They have the ground strap going across to the other side. Very good. I love that. It's strong, so it's gonna clamp on anything and stay there. That's a strong spring in that clamp. And that's what it comes with. The main machine and the 3 pieces. You're gonna have to go out and get your own wire, order with it. If the name hasn't given it away already, Flux. This is a gasless welder, which makes it, again, that's another good point for traveling, right? You get the flux core wiring, you have a generator, this is all you need on the back of your car, your mobile mechanic, whatever you do. Okay, so this is what was in the instructions bag. A couple of extra tips. What size are these? 3.0, no, 08, never mind, and 09. So we can do 30 and 35 or 08 and 09. So cool, 1 tip for each, and there is already a tip in here. What size comes with it? That is a 08. Comes with an 08 installed. You know me, I'm just gonna go big. So we're gonna get rid of this 08. Yeah, eventually. At least it's on there tight, right? That's good. And I'm gonna put in the 09 and get some 09 wire. Or 035. I don't know what decimal millimeter. Yeah, it's different. All right. So here's some info here. Phone number, support, and the Amazon website. Go check out all their cool stuff there. Like I said, this is gonna be out sometime in the middle of March. And here is a sheet with all kinds of information. Welding parameters, flux, TIG, and stick, what it can do, how thick of stuff it looks like. Yeah, workpiece thickness. There's all the information we're looking for right there. So 3/32 for the flux core. If you go up to 35 or 09, then still do 3/32. So not too thick of stuff. Maybe you can get up to an 8 if you weld from both sides of the material. I don't know. TIG, we can do up to a 1/16 in the TIGs. What I am noticing right away is these instructions. I better wait until I get into this, but at least this piece so far is very comprehensive, unbroken English. It's perfect, and it's got all your welding descriptions, your consumable flow rate, MIG torch consumable, distance, and wiring and current. So there's all you need that would usually be on the inside of this door here. So we want to keep this with the welder for us rookies here. We'll set that right in there for now. Now getting into the directions, 110 volt gasless flux core welder, 135 amp, November 2023. So yeah, they just started making this stuff, brand spanking new. Your table of contents here, all your maintenance information, troubleshooting if it doesn't work, wiring diagram, warnings, don't weld, it could hurt. Arc rays can burn. Yeah, more safety, plenty of safety. They have actually references to the ANSI book for how to do shit right, I guess. This is much more comprehensive than the plasma cutter. This is huge for me anyways. Here's some more technical specifications. Output ranges, physical dimensions, temperature ranges. It's a little more in depth than what that paper had. Here we go. Accessories, MIG torch, electrode holder, work clamp, contact tips, knurl groove drive roller. Oh, it's in there. That's the thing that grabs the wire. Contact tips, number 5, yeah, 4. So no, it's not supposed to come with the Tig Torch. That's a letdown for me, especially. I don't know, they can't give me everything, I guess. I don't blame them. I'm not blaming them. I would expect the 3-in-1 to come with everything to do all 3 options, though. I don't know how to feel about that. You think you got the machine to find out you got to buy more parts. I mean, wires and sticks, of course, you expect to pay that stuff. Those are consumables, but I wouldn't have expected, you don't buy a MIG welder and expect to have to buy the MIG gun or the MIG torch, right? A parts list here of how everything goes back together when you get the spool of wire. This will not take the big thing of wire. This is only going to take the 4-inch. But again, that's all part of the travel size of it, feeding wire through the MIG torch, more installation, more warnings. That's good. You can't have enough warnings. It's nothing wrong with that. Stick welding and TIG welding. This machine does not have a built-in gas solenoid, so 1-piece gas valve TIG torch is required. Most TIG welding is done with DC negative polarity shown here. So it does tell you what kind of TIG torch you need. I didn't realize there's going to be different. I wouldn't have known that when I went shopping. You need a 1-piece gas valve TIG torch. I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure it's on their website. If I can find it, I will put it in the description. More pictures of the display there when it's all lit up, so you can see that it's obviously different now. Big old dummy numbers. It's like those old ladies who need a push button telephone with numbers the size of quarters. Operation, work piece cleaning, yeah, that's all standard stuff. Lift TIG welding steps, optional TIG torch required. Again, there's more confirmation, it does not come with it. The TIG welding torch should be connected to the negative, right? Yeah, well, okay. 420, yeah, they didn't do that on purpose. Flux core gasless welding steps. Tells you how to hook up every part of it. There's the troubleshooting. All, again, very comprehensive, unbroken English, very thorough it looks like. More troubleshooting. Don't stick the wrong size wire in there. There's your wiring diagram. So yeah, this is decent instruction book. I'm happy about this. YesWelder, thank you. All right, plugging her in for the first time. Let's see this bad boy light up. Ooh. Hey, nice and bright even in the daytime. Flux, lift, TIG, and stick. That looks so good. 30 millimeter wire diameter, 3.5 or 3.0. Dude, this is so dope. That's so dope. Feed rate. Hold it down. Oh, something's hauling ass in there. You know, I love this. You got a little hook here, so you're not dropping it on the ground all the time. That's cool. So holding down the feed rate button, and this wheel started spinning. Oh, I see. You can just like auto feed the wire. Parameters. Holding that down does nothing. So it's giving me like only a range. This line on here really means nothing. They should just get rid of the line. The little white line there. And it doesn't go any lower than that, I think, because of the parameters. It won't go lower than that. Okay, so far I'm thoroughly impressed. That's pretty neat. Okay. Turned it off, but it's still on. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Whew, that took like 30 seconds to turn off. That was interesting. Alright. Let's put some wire in here. And I do have a thing. I got a thing I can make. I've been wanting to make for like 2-3 years now. Sorry, Rogue Fabrication. So sorry. I've been wanting to make a wheel for my Rogue Fab bender. Like a big ol' hand crank wheel for reasons known only to me. How's this open? So this roll was like extremely vacuum sealed. It said when I cut the wrapper. I don't know if that's for a reason or if that's just because it came from somewhere higher in elevation or colder or what, but if you guys know, let me know. I'm just gonna go right there. I just twist it. So I'm gonna go in one way. As far as screwing it in, how far do you go? Plug that in, screw that on, ground wire, twist it. Yeah, well, sure. Now, I don't know what we're supposed to hang this on. I guess I gotta make a stand for it, maybe. Just hang out right there for now. So remember, this came with 030. It's set to 030 from the factory. They sent me 030, so we're going to be doing 030. Stick that on. One thing I should check, it's probably set on the 030, but you got to make sure it is. Oh, just a little quarter turn. Yep. 08.8. So that's the same as 030. How did this work? What the heck? There you go. Oh, you. All right, turn it back on. There it goes. Display check, everything's working. Beautiful. And now we just pull the trigger. Oh, it's working, I heard it. Oh, uh-oh. I didn't like that. It stopped. It's probably getting stuck right here. Yeah. So you want to make sure your wire is really straight. Oh, we can feed it this way. Let's turn it back on. Oh, much better. Oh, there is. Okay. So the spring does sit around that. So let's get it on. Right, bottomed out right there. And yeah, it's not too tight, so let's try for the 20th time. So I can hear the spring in here clicking. Clickety clickety as it's skipping off these ribs of the white plastic piece inside there. Yeah, it's butting into it, and it actually loaded this spring up. So there's one thing I would suggest, YesWelder, is wind the spring the other direction. I don't know if you have to go to the bottom half of the world, the other hemisphere, to make that happen or what, but this is, it loaded up the spring, man. It's unwinding the spring. If you look in here, it's actually carving up the inside of this plastic and like leaving shavings in here. Fine, I'll look at the directions, see if there's some glue. I was thinking maybe if I put the spring on the back side, it'd still rip up this paper or whatever, but at least I think it would be skipping the other way. Let me just double check that. It's spinning this way. Yeah, if I put the spring on the back side, it would skip the other way off of these ribs, at least. This has spring on the outside of the plastic. The problem with that is you can't put tension on it. Because watch. Because see, I tried that. And then we put this on, locked in. Yeah, see, there's still like a 1/8 inch gap there, so it's not gonna, I don't know. Let's just do it the way the directions say. It's a lot easier to assemble that way. And it does hold. It does just barely touch it. Not really though. Yeah, no, it's just leaning over on it is why it's working. Yeah. It's not getting any tighter because there's still a gap. Oh. Spin it that way. Yeah, that's not gonna work, guys. Well, that's one negative. This, it's like the shaft inside is too long. Maybe I could find a washer that's big enough to put behind it to try to push it out more like this. That way the spring would actually do something. Yeah, because anyway, let's finish feeding this thing through. Maybe it's not meant to put tension on it. Well, no, then why is there a spring? Of course it's meant to. I feel it come through the gun. I feel it. Okay, and it's through. Another easy fix for the manufacturer, or even myself, I guess, is to cut those slots, those flat sides, to cut them deeper down onto the shaft. Just another 1/8 inch, really. And that way there's actually spring tension on this. Because that's still just free spinning. It's only staying there because it just happens to lean up against the top. Okay, so depending on the mode, meaning stick, lift, TIG, or flux, this parameter button is going to do different things. For flux, which is what we're doing now, the parameter button is going to be just like a voltage trim. So you can adjust speed here, right, which only seems to go in 4s. And then you can adjust the trim of the overall voltage by depressing that, and then you can raise, there's 6 volts of difference you can do, -3 to +3. So you have a little bit of adjustment there. You can try to dial in if it's not perfect. We're gonna give it all the volts. 200 to start, because the metal I'm using is about 1 millimeter to maybe a little over 1 millimeter, and according to this little chart here, that's what I need to do. 196 anywhere to 290 something, but we're going to be closer to the 1 millimeter side of things. Trim the voltage all the way up, and I think it's time to weld stuff. And so yeah, again, these instructions are looking pretty thorough. They're answering all my questions so far. I didn't know what FCAW was, or you know, SMAW or GT, but it says right here, product description, product capabilities, breaks it down for you. So it just means the mode, F, C, or D, or whatever. YesWelder's gonna be so proud of me. But I'm gonna try to use the stick welder also after we weld together these little handles here. Now I just need me a good welding helmet. I've been borrowing a friend's for like 4 years or something now. Let's just give this thing a shot. Let's just do it. I've got my clamp here. Let's just put it on the piece. You're supposed to, I know there's a lot of people out there that just clamp the table, and that's probably fine in most cases, but you know, who knows. Why isn't it arcing? I got no dukes. He's like, put up your dukes, and I'm like, I got no fucking dukes, old man. What's the deal here? I'm sure it's my fault. Hang on, let me figure it out. Well, at least the little gun hanger works. The angle and the weight of it, you know, you can just hang it on your flat table. Well, this gives us an opportunity to go through the troubleshooting section of the directions. Feeds but no arc. Why is that the first one? Bad ground or loose ground connection. Trigger not pulled while wires in contact with workpiece. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not the second one. Bad ground or loose ground connection. Check the connection of the ground cable to the ground clamp. Tighten cable connection. Okay, I figured it out, I think. Must be the problem. Go figure. You're supposed to plug the ground into the positive. I assumed ground would go to negative. Okay. Hey, it's working! I'm an idiot. He's hot! He's hot! Well, it sounds a little crazy, but it doesn't look bad, so the flux is working. Actually, it seems to be working than my other welder is doing. Let's burn it in. Let me get some protection on my hands here. Okay. Might have it a hair on the hot side, but I mean, it's working. There's a bit of a delay after you pull the trigger. Yeah, A little hot. Let me try turning it down. Sure. No, that's wire speed. Let me turn it down to 96. Parameter. Let me turn that down to 0. Come on. Oh. Was it at -3 already? It was already at -3. Okay. So let's turn the wire speed up then to try to make up for the heat. That seemed to help. No, too much wire speed. It's not hot enough now. Let's turn the wire speed back down. Let's see what happens. Okay, too much wire speed there, or earlier. Okay, well, I'm figuring it out. But yeah, that one didn't even burn into this tube. Neither did that one. Too much wire speed. I adjusted it slower and went back down to where it was when I did the underside, and it's burning in again, so that's good. A lot of splatter with this stuff though. A lot of splatter. All this brown dust. Ugh. Well, so far it seems manageable. This is thin stuff and we're at the low half of the setting, so seems like I could easily do something twice as thick just by turning up the heat and adjusting it a little bit. That's good. Now I think we should move on to the sticks. Okay, so with the stick we want to change the ground to the negative. Plug the stick into the positive. Something to keep in mind is these cords aren't very long, but that's because it's gasless. You can keep this thing with you wherever you go. So they don't need to be very long. They don't have to be way over there on the ground, you know, in a cart like that one, like my Hobart over there. We're gonna open this box here. This is mild steel welding rods. 3 32-seconds diameter, 14 inches long. This is 5 pounds right here. Take a workout. Give me a couple of these. Oh, here we go. This one's 5 pounds too. Nice even weights. Just hard plastic case, so you can use this for the life of the sticks. Alright, it's not cardboard, won't get crushed. It's a little flimsy, but I mean, better than cardboard. We'll grab one out. Put that back on. So this has all kinds of grooves in it. You can go, you know, at an angle one way, angle the other way, 90 this way, 0. I'm gonna do like the 45 right there. I'm just gonna go for it. Now keep in mind, I've never stick welded before, so get ready to laugh at me. Okay, so you're already laughing at me. Maybe I gotta disconnect this other thing here. Oh, I forgot to change the mode button. Easy as boop. Boom, 135. Sure, what's parameter button do? Arc force 0. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Let's read that real quick, hang on. Okay, here we are. It says if necessary, Set the parameter button on arc force to adjust the arc force level from 0 to 10. The arc force function can maintain arc stability, control potential arcs, increase welding depth. So we're going to leave it as 0 right now because it's pretty thin stuff. And now that we've got the mode switched to stick, let's see if we can burn this table down. Ah! Scared the bejesus out of me. Goodness. So yeah, smells like incense. That is trippy, dude. That is the trippiest stuff I've ever done. That is getting some penetration, dude. You can also switch these. I guess we're in AC mode right now. We can switch these and do DC mode. I'm not sure what the benefits are for that, but we'll do that and find out. So yeah, push it in and then pull it straight away, I guess, to break the arc. Not very good at this, so bear with me, guys. But we're figuring it out. What's weird is once you start the arc, it's like, it's totally different. You don't have to, you don't feel any pressure. And that is how you melt metal. Oh, I can turn the amperage down though. Let's try that. Let's try turning the arc force up. Yeah. I was starting to fill in. Let's keep going. I'm just blowing holes through it. It's kind of fun though. Amperage down some more. Let's try that. Okay. That's a little better, but I think I need to feed faster now. Let's turn it down some more. A little better. Okay, let's try a new stick, I guess. Maybe that'll help. Turns into a blob. Huh, it's just running down. 20 years more practice, I might get it. I think it's too thin a metal. So this is, let's weld something heavy and just turn up the beams on this thing. What's up with the sticks not working after you take them, after you stop? Okay. In the hang of it. sorta. A little bubbly, but that is pretty cool. Whew, that is pumping some heat into this thing. Do you hear it creaking? That is cool. I don't know what I'm doing. That's really weird that it would not look right. Put like a line all the way down here on this piece and not up there. I don't understand. Let me try just welding a bead on a flat surface. Holy cow, that's a lot of flash or whatever cast on a flat surface. But that somewhat resembles a bead if it were straight. Something definitely weird about the way these beads weld. It's like it's not where I'm putting it or something. I could just remelt all the other weld. Amperage might be up a little high still. It's hard to say. I think I'm just moving too fast. It's gonna take some practice. See, I started doing something good there. As far as taking the slag off, am I supposed to wait till it cools? So I forgot I wanted to try DC. So I switched the cables around, put the red in the negative and the black in the positive. Let's get a fresh stick here, as I haven't used enough already. Let's see what the difference is, if I can even tell the difference at all. I hope if I turned it on, Okay, it stayed on stick. We're still at about 75 amps. An arc force of 4. I don't know if I'm tripping. If that was easier. It looks shitty though, so don't give me. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's just me, but DC seems to be working easier for me. Now, if I could just keep my welds straight, that's another story. I hate welding stick. It's official. There's not enough stick in Oklahoma to fill the gaps in this house. So what's also cool about doing DC stick is that I've got the ground clamp in the right spot to do the MIG. I can just grab the MIG here, put it back to flux. My MIG welding isn't any better. Huh. Wow. Why does it look like that? Oh, because I suck at welding. Let's do it next to these other beads here. Let's just lay a flat one. Turn the wire speed down, turn the voltage all the way up to 3. Let's try again. That's better. Finally laid a decent bead. Whoa, we're sparking. Just gotta focus on a little bit of everything. Well, that's the 135 Pro, the Flux 135 Pro, done by a beginner, a rookie. So maybe if you're a rookie, you can't do worse than me. I mean, but for the price, I don't think you can beat it. There is the 135 without the Pro, where you can, it's like the same thing, which right now I might have to say you should probably go check that out on the Amazon website, Amazon/YesWelder, Amazon.com/YesWelder. YesWelder, I'll put it on the screen. How about that? It's somewhere on Amazon. But the regular 130 Flux 135, but the regular Flux 135 is on sale right now. So if you're not really caring about this awesome digital screen, which I would be for a few more bucks, get the one with the screen. But if you're not worried about it, the regular 135 is on sale just over $100 right now. For a 3-in-1 travel size, I don't think you can beat that price right now. Go check them out, guys, on Amazon.com. YesWelder, right? Flux 135 and the Flux 135 Pro with the awesome new digital screen. Let them know Gibson Garage sent you, right? It might help out. I will also put all the links for all this stuff, the sticks, the welder, yeah, all the stuff I advertised here today. I also did get the torch gun for the TIG, right? But I think we don't want to see me do any more of that stuff. So I'll practice this on my own time. I'll let you guys know as the videos come out. Well, you're gonna have to do that yourself. You're gonna have to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the super thanks. And until next time, guys, peace. Also, I had to mention this, I had to turn the camera back on. They have great customer service. I mean, no matter, I contacted them way too many times about, are you sending me this? Are you sending me that? Oh, what about this? What about that? They didn't once give me the impression that they were like getting tired of me through the emails. It was just 100% nice, no matter what I said. Always thankful, or always like apologetic, even when they didn't even need to be. You know, sometimes it's just nice to hear that. You know, the customers always think they're right, so even when they're not. So it's really cool that it seems like that's something they're trying to uphold. And again, this welder is blowing my mind. I wish, I don't know if technology's getting better, but I wish I had this back in the day. For the price, for the size. I mean, I don't know if you can beat it for a beginner, for traveling. I don't know if you can beat it. But let me know what you guys think. Go check them out. Go get one. Go start welding. Make something. And then let me know what you guys are doing with it. But until next time, peace again.